Good morning again, folks. How are you doing? It is still the 7th day of June 2022. It is a little bit later in the morning than the last video. While it was processing, I took a shot at something. Remember the video I showed you the other day, week, where after being able to purchase a new distributor for the car because I thought that was a problem, because the last time it was doing this, I took it to the shop and they said it was a distributor. And they said they replaced the distributor. It turns out they didn't. They took the one I had put in a couple years prior, and they just plastic cemented the connectors to it. Rather than getting new connectors, because that was the problem, they just plastic cemented the connectors to the distributor. And it worked for a little while until it didn't. And of course, I did a video on that showing you that. Turns out that connector is impossible to find. A small thing about that big. So anyway, I had a wild idea, a hunch, and I tried it last night and prepped it the day before that and got everything back together last night. And I couldn't really finish hooking up the distributor and the battery and crank the key until this morning. And so let me show you what happened while the video was processing I made for you this morning. Okay? Enjoy, folks. Hello, boys and girls. How are we doing? We are outside. We are on location, doing an on-location shoot in this, the Eclipsius. As you know from the previous video about this, I kind of got screwed over by the last garage that worked on it. They messed up that part. Can't find that part. It's a 1991 Eclipse. Nobody makes it. Manufacturers laugh at me. Mitsubishi dealership said nope. So being locked here, I can't even go to the junkyard to try to find parts. Even the Mitsubishi clubs said there's not much hope. So, pretty much gave up until I figured out there might be something crazy worth trying, and I tried it. I've got the distributor back in, and it's gonna fucking not work. I know it is. But we'll see. And just in case, I have the fat lady. If you have your references from Independence Day. And I can't touch that until the fat lady sings. So I've got it all back together. I think I wired it back up right. The distributor, though it was different than the diagram said. And they reinstalled it and put it back together and claimed that they had replaced the distributor cap and the distributor itself. So I've got it all set and ready to go. I've got the registration paid on it. I've got everything done, set and ready to go for it. All I have to do is turn that key and see if the fat lady will indeed sing. Well, it goes nothing. Get ready for installment 2. All right. It's worth a shot. After that, I was able to disconnect the spark plug wire and find an old spark plug when I switched out the plugs about 2 years ago. Thank goodness for pack rats. And I was able to check and see if it was getting any spark to these cylinders, which of course it was not, as you can hear. You know, over the years, I've done a lot of work myself on this car. And over the years, I've taken pictures as I worked. Did the timing belt myself, starter myself, alternator myself, valve cover gasket myself, head cover gasket myself. Lots of work on this thing. There's the part that they ruined, by the way. That one little thing right there. That one little thing right there. That's what's keeping me from being able to go to my doctor's office, go to the grocery store. I show you this not because that's my cat, for the cat grift. I show you this because I want you to understand something. You know, not much of a photographer. There you go. That's when I was doing the head gasket. I show you this not to toot my own horn, but as a lesson. Lesson to all of you out there. You may one day find yourself disabled. There you go. That's where the head gasket goes. That's that thing that was in my living room for a week. I tell you this because I want you to understand something. Young people, older people, whoever. I want you to understand something. Being disabled, there's two of my books right there. Huh? Yeah, those are my Chilton and my Haynes manual. Being disabled takes a lot from you. Steals a lot from you. Takes your energy. Takes your self-confidence. Takes a lot of things over the years. Bit by bit. I had replaced that same distributor myself. And when I had a problem with the distributor, for some reason, because I was feeling down, because I was feeling sicker, because I was feeling worse, because I was feeling less, I took it to someone else rather than doing it myself. I gave in to it. And this is what I get in return. This is my just reward. Don't ever let that shit happen to you. Don't ever let that shit happen to you. Ever. When I first became disabled, I tried several jobs. And I was okay at a couple of them. One I had to quit because I couldn't drive back and forth in that vehicle all the way to Orlando every single day and back. Because by the time I got there, my leg was swollen up. By the time I got back, my leg was swollen up. But I still did it. I tried to return to work several times. And every time, I pushed myself and pushed myself and pushed myself. Mom, before she died, she kept asking me, why are you doing this? Because I would come home and I would be fucked. You know. And she asked me, why do you keep doing this? And I said, I'd rather die out there than slowly waste away here. Mom passed away 2.5 years ago. And that's what I've been doing. Recently made another large change in my lifestyle, which I feel very good about. And that's been enabling me to get motivated, to fix things, to get control again, and to take control back of my life. Quit living like this. Get busy living or get busy dying. Don't just hang around in the in-between. And so that's what I was doing. Today is a setback, but it's not the end. It's just a reminder to me. This is what I did to myself by giving into this. But I told Mom all those years ago, and that was my philosophy. I'm back to that. I'm getting back to that. This is not going to fucking kill me. I hate to quote this fucking horrible cliche, but whatever doesn't kill you. So, Eclipsius is gone. And he's not coming back. And so I think the next step for him is one of those places, junk car places, and say goodbye for $25 in scrap metal or whatever they're going to give me for it, and that's it. That's the end for one simple little part. But it's not for one simple little part. It's because I gave up when I was more than capable of doing it. I lost something, and I'm getting it back. I lost that, but that's nothing. What I gained in return is a lot more. So, Fat Lady has exited stage left. I'm still going to smoke that fucking cigar. Take care, guys.